warm good day to everyone. Myself Chetana, Faculty of Commerce Department, Milagros College, Mangalore. So today we are dealing with the concept sole trading concern. As the word itself says, sole trading concern. First let us see the meaning of a concept. Sole is nothing but a single proprietor. Trading is nothing but buying and selling of a commodity. Concern is nothing but firm. So that is nothing but a single proprietor doing a buying and selling process in the organization, that is known as sole trading concern. So next let us move to the next concept, which and all account we have supposed to prepare under sole trading concern. So first account we should prepare is trading account, second one is profit and loss account, and the last one is balance sheet. Now why we have to prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet? So here, to know the financial position of the organization, all the proprietor will prepare the balance sheet. Exactly why the proprietor need to know the financial position of the organization? So that is nothing but either to continue the business or to discontinue the business. So that is the main purpose of the proprietor, to know the financial position of the business. Yeah, financial position is nothing but whether the organization is earning profit or whether the organization is earning loss. So if the organization is earning profit, so in the future days, he can produce some more commodity and he can concentrate on sales. If he is under loss, so instead of discontinuing the commodity, he can reduce the production. So for the main purpose of preparing balance sheet is to know the financial position of the organization. First, let us come to the trading account. So why the trading account is prepared? So the main reason of preparing trading account is to know the production expenses as well as income. So which and all item will come in trading account. So don't blindly go for the format. So in the trading account, all the expenses which is directly concerned to the production, the expenses incurred directly for the production. For example, purchases. So purchases we have to write it in the trading account. Why we have to write it in the trading account? Because without purchasing raw material, we cannot produce the commodity. So therefore, as I said, which and all expenses directly connected to the production, all that expenses will come in the trading account. Therefore, we write the purchases in the trading account. So next item is wages. Wages also I write it in a trading account. Why I write it in a trading account? Because wages is a person who is working to produce the commodity. He is a daily worker. Without him, no product is produced. So here, my direct expenses, my expenses is directly connected to the production. Therefore, I write it in a trading account. Next is sales. Where should I write sales? So, sale is nothing but organization is receiving a money. So, from which source the organization is receiving money? By selling the commodity. So, because of that commodity, organization is earning profit. Direct income is received by the production. So therefore, I write it in a trading account. So here, trading account is nothing but all the item which is directly connected to the production. All expenses which is directly connected to the production, such item will come in trading account, as well as direct income by the production that will come in the trading account. So that is the first account which you are preparing, that is trading account. Second account we are preparing, that is profit and loss account. So what exactly profit and loss account means? So here all indirect expenses. So organization is same. But in trading account, I concentrate only the production part. I don't concentrate on other part or other aspect of the organization. So other aspect will come in profit and loss account. For example, salary. So I write the salary in profit and loss account. I don't write it in trading account. Why I should write it in profit and loss account? Here also money is given. Money is going out from organization. But it is not paid to the worker who is working in a factory. Here, the payment is made to the employees who is working in the organization. So, because of him also the organization is running, but he is not directly connected to the production. So, therefore, here also it is a expenses, but it is a indirect expenses. Therefore, I write it in profit and loss account. All expenses which is indirectly connected to the production, such expenses will come in profit and loss account. For example, rent paid. So if they specify factory rent, then I should write it in trading account. If they don't specify, then always it is a profit and loss account. Rent is paid for the building. So where the employees are working. or else where the administration works takes place. So such building rent is paid. So I write it in a profit and loss account. On the other side, that is in a credit side, I may write interest received. Here money is received by the organization, but it is not because of production. It is the other source of income. I may have done a fixed deposit in a bank, so I am receiving an interest. So organization is receiving a money, so I write it in a buy side. So as I said, in a trading account, direct expenses and income connected to the production. So profit and loss account is indirect expenses as well as indirect income which received by the organization. Next, as I said, balance sheet. So why the balance sheet is prepared? To know the financial position of the organization. In the balance sheet, as we know, we write asset and liability. What item we write in asset side? We write fixed asset, we write current asset, and we write fictitious asset. So what fixed asset is called? Fixed asset is nothing but long-term assets, so which cannot be converted into cash immediately. So all such items are known as fixed asset. For example, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, all that comes under fixed asset. Next one is current asset, so which can be converted into cash within a 1 year. I can easily convert the asset into cash. For example, stock, debtors, cash, bills receivable, all that will come under current account, current asset. Next one is fictitious asset. Fictitious asset is nothing but it is an asset. Present, it may be working as a expenses, but in the future it will be working as a income or asset. For example, preliminary expenses, discount on issue of shares, all that is considered as a fictitious asset. So now what do you mean by preliminary expenses? At the time of registration, some expenses takes place. So to do the registration, I have to pay some fees. For that time, it may be expenses, but because of registration, I started a business. So that expenses is running as a asset to the organization, that is known as fictitious asset. Indirectly, it is working as an asset. Therefore, the three item, I write it in the asset side is fixed asset, current asset, and fictitious asset. Now come to the liability side. What exactly the liability means? Liability is nothing but I am liable to pay the money to someone. So today or tomorrow, I have to make the payment. So I write such item in a liability side. For example, bank loan. Today I have taken a loan from bank. I have to do the repayment in the future. Today or tomorrow, I have to make the payment. So I write such item in the liability side. For example, debentures, money taken from the public. Today or tomorrow, I have to make the payment back. Next, outstanding liabilities. What exactly outstanding means? Outstanding is nothing but this year I could not make the payment of a salary. So I have carry forward it to the next year. That is known as outstanding. This year I did not make the payment. So next year I am going to make the payment. So I write it in the liability side. So these are the three accounts which you are going to prepare under sole trading concern. As I said, first one is trading account, second one is profit and loss account, and the last one is balance sheet. In the trading account, always our balancing figure is called as a gross profit or gross loss. So if you get a balancing figure in two sides, it is considered as gross profit. If your balancing figure is in a buy side, then it is considered as a gross loss. In which account it is? It is in a trading account. Always your balancing figure in the trading account is called as gross profit as well as gross loss. Next, come to the profit and loss account. In the profit and loss account, the profit which we are earned is considered as net profit. In the buy side, whatever balancing figure you get, that is considered as a net loss. In the balance sheet, there is no question of getting a balancing figure. Your balance sheet should get tally. So these are the three different accounts with explanation. Now let us move to a small problem. Just look into the screen. From the following, prepare a trading account for the year ending. Particulars and amount is given. Information of sale is given. Opening stock is given. Closing stock is given. Wages is given. Sales return, purchase return, carriage inward, wages outstanding, goods destroyed by fire, advertisement, goods withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use, and next is salary. So these are the items which is given. So in the question, first read the question properly. What they have asked to prepare? They have asked you to prepare only the trading account. So only one account they have told to prepare. As I said, there are three accounts. One is trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. But according to this problem, they have asked you to prepare only the trading account. Next, Under that first item is sales. So where should I write sales? Before doing a problem, first let us categorize the item which is given. First is sales. So as I said, sale is nothing but something is going out from organization. What is going out? Product is going out. What is coming in? Cash is coming in. So if cash is coming in, something is credited to me. So because of what cash is coming in? Because of my product. So therefore, whether it is a trading account or profit and loss account, it is a trading account. Because of product, I am getting a profit. So first one is trading account. In which side I should write? I should write it in credit sides because money is getting credited. Second one is opening stock. What exactly the opening stock means? Opening stock is nothing but the unsold commodity of a previous year is utilized in this year. So it is a unsold commodity of the previous year. I am utilizing the stock for this year for the production. That is opening stock. As I said, if any expenses takes place for the purpose of production, then it is under two side. So two opening stock. Next is what exactly the closing stock. This year I have purchased the materials but I have not utilized it. So for the next year it will be the opening stock. For this year it will be the closing stock. So I should write it in a buy side. Next is wages. Money is going out. For what purpose the money is going out? For the purpose of wages. For the workers I am giving a money. Money is going out for the purpose of production. So I should write it in two side. If any money is going out, write it in two side. A simple meaning. If something is coming in, write it in buy side. If something is going out in term of cash, write it in two side. Next is purchase. You are purchasing a raw material. So here material is coming in. What is going out? Cash is going out. As I said, if cash is going out, write it in two side. So I have to write two purchases. Next is sales written. So I have purchased, I have sold something. So they have returned back because of default. So where should I write? Either I can write it in two side or I can write it in buy side. I can deduct the money from sales. Next is carriage inward. Carriage inward is nothing but the commodity or material has come to the godown or it has come in lorry. I have to shift it to the godown. So I need some workers for that. Carriage inward. The commodity is shifted to the godown. So because of that the production takes place. So it is trading account. So for that also money is going out. So I have to write it in two side. Next is purchase written. I have purchased something. Because of default I am written it back. So that is known as purchase written. Next is wages outstanding. This year I did not make the payment. So next year I am going to make the payment. So I have to add it for wages. Next is advertisement. After doing a production, so my next step is I have to do the advertisement for the selling. So here it is not directly connected to the production. It is indirectly connected to the production. If any expense is indirectly connected, then I have to write it in profit and loss account. Next is goods withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use. That is nothing but commodity has purchased by the organization, but it has been utilized by the proprietor for his personal use. That is known as drawings. So there is two types of drawings. Here the proprietor is not used the money, he has used the commodity. Therefore I write it in a trading account. For example, if there is only drawing, then I can write it in the balance sheet. Because here they have specified goods, I can write it in trading account. I can deduct the amount from purchases. Last one is salary. So salary is given to the employees, that is profit and loss account. So let us do the problem. Write trading account for the year ending. For the year ending, always your trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet, it will be done only at the end of a year, not in between. Next, draw the columns. Particulars. This is a ledger. Particulars, amount, particulars, amount. This is credit and this is debit. This is amount. This is particulars, amount. Whatever comes in, you have to write it in buy side. Whatever goes out, you have to write it in two side. First is sales. Let us go according to the question. First is sales. As I said, commodity is going out, money is coming in. So I am writing it in buy side. Amount is 32,000. Write it in inner column because there is a sales written. If there is no sales written, directly I can write it in the outer column. Sales written is there. Buy sales written. Amount is 2000. Write 2000. Write the answer in the outer column, that is 30,000. Next item is opening stock. To opening stock. Amount is 10,000. Next item is closing stock. By closing stock, amount is 14,000. Next is wages. So if you are going according to the format, first purchases comes, then wages comes. So I write purchase first. There is no wrong if you write wages also. 16,000, I write it in the inner column because there is purchase written. As I said, I can write purchase written in buy side also. Purchase written is 1,000. Next, goods withdrawn by the proprietor for the personal use. So what is the amount withdrawn? That is 1,000. So your answer is 14,000 in the outer column. Next, wages I have left out. Write 2 wages. Amount is 600. Next is carriage inward. Don't miss the item. So if you feel you're missing the item, then just go according to the question only. I have written according to the format. It is left to you. Wages is finished. Carriage inward, that is 400. Next is wages outstanding. So as I said, I have written directly 600. So 600 plus it is 100. I can write 700 also, or else outstanding wages separately I can write. There is no wrong. Next is destroyed by fire. Buy goods destroyed by fire. Destroyed by fire. Amount is 3,000. Next, left out items are advertisement and salary. As I said, it is an indirect expenses. It don't come under your trading account. Therefore, do the total. Total of your credit side is 47,000. So whichever side is more, consider that side. So 47,000 is more. So your balancing figure will be in 2 sides. So as I said, your balancing figure is called as gross profit. If it is in 2 sides, then it is gross profit. That is 21,900. How it is 21,900? 47,000 minus 10,000 minus 14,000 minus 600 minus 400 minus 100. So it will be equal to 21,900. So I have written it as gross profit. In the bracket you can write balancing figure. So this is all about the given problem.